Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Rough House Media. We're going to be doing a series of episodes or clips or whatever of different boxers, and I'm going to I'm going to break down the boxing matches. Now, I'm going to break them down from the beginning of the match to probably maybe the first, second round, and sometimes we'll skip in between rounds. But with this particular fight, we're going to be looking at Evander, the real deal Holyfield versus Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe. So these are two Hall of Famers, two great fighters. If you know anything about fighters, you got to know about these two classic fights. This is one of the most classic fights, one of the best fights in boxing history. This is the first of three of their matches. This is the first fight. It's full of action from the first to the last round. So I'm going to cover first round, maybe the first round and a half. Now, one of the first things that I notice whenever I'm paying attention to a fight, always listen for who the commentators are or the guest commentator. The guest commentator usually gives me a good indication of what I can learn as far as from listening to them, because the guest commentator wins usually Emmanuel Stewart, George Foreman, Lennox Lewis. They do a lot of teaching as they're watching, so you can learn a lot from them. And in this particular fight, we have George Foreman as the guest analyst. So from there, I pay attention to the trainers for both fighters. I go to the corners of each fighters. Now, for Evander Holyfield in his corner, we got Lou DiBella and we got Georgie Benton. Now, if you know anything about George or boxing history, George Benton is one of the greatest fighters. He's one of the first to do the Philly Shell. He's real slick. He's a great fighter, and he's even a better trainer. Lou DiBella is a good add-on. He's the main trainer, but he's still like an add-on. Majority of the actual coaching comes from George Benton. Now, if we move over to the other corner with what's his name? Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe, his trainer is the great Eddie Fudge. Now, if you know anything, Eddie Fudge is Eddie Fudge. He's one of the greatest trainers to ever do it. That's pretty much all you got to say about Eddie Fudge. Now, after that, okay, from there I usually pay attention to the face-off. But considering these are two Hall of Famers, the face-off means nothing. We know nobody's intimidated. Both of them are hungry and both of them want it. So let's get off into the fight.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes...
Alright, now both fighters are coming out very relaxed, very confident. So you shoot your jab, it's so relaxed it seems soft. Gloves are small. It's two fighters in there, so the punches are coming off soft. The punches are extremely hard. Now you see both fighters working. Now you don't always have to have your hands up extremely high. Depending on your level of defense and experience, you can have your hands at least to chin level or somewhere close. You got to be able to react as the punches come in. Now you see as both of these two fighters are throwing their jabs, they moving back and forth, slipping their head. You don't want to leave your head in the same place because you become a target. So if you leave your head in the same spot, it's easy to hit that target. And you got Riddick and Holyfield, so they're not really with that type of stuff. So they moving. You see good movement. Now as you see Holyfield shoots a jab to the body, you see Riddick throw a hook. Ooh, that was a nice slip. You see that? You see the way he shot the jab down to the body and he let the hook come over top of him. Now you see him coming back, more jabs, just back and forth, just getting the feel for the jab. Ooh, now you see Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe shoots his shot low, and you see Holyfield barely misses him. But that's how you shoot it. You see, it's the same thing Holyfield did. Now, you see Holyfield come with a 1-2-3. Now, as he throws his hook, his left hook, his right hand should be up higher. But by not being up higher, he gets caught with a left hook from Riddick Bowe. And that's what happens. That's why you got to have your defense, because at all times, because you got to understand that a punch is always coming back to attack you. All right. Now you see them getting back to working. All right. They working. It's good working. Good working. If you notice, you see Riddick Bowe working good on the inside. You see Holyfield still throwing shots. That's what it is. When you're on the inside, you still have to stay active. You push him off, even though it's illegal. You see Holyfield, his hand was right there to block the jab, but he didn't move his head. So he still got caught. You see his head still go back. And you see both working. You see a good feint? That was a good feint by Riddick Bowe. You see Holyfield, he moves in feints, you know what I mean? You see Riddick throw a nice little feint. You see that jab was out of range. Bowe, you see him shoot that right hand. That was a good right hand, but as you see Riddick Bowe rolled with that punch. He rolled with it kind of like what Floyd does, and he came back with an uppercut, with a right uppercut. Now it seems like he took a lot, but he took a lot of the damage off of that punch, and he came right back with an uppercut. And you see he's really good with working on the inside. And you see that was smart by Holyfield, because when you shoot that type of shot, when you shoot a straight punch like a straight right hand, you want to dive into him, or you want to do something to where you cancel the chance of him hitting you back. You know what I mean? So that was good work. That was a good jab and a good slip. You see the importance in the head movement. Good double jab. Move your head out of the way, stay from getting attacked. Ooh, you see that good right hook to the body and a good counter right uppercut. A right hook and a right uppercut. And then get back out safe. And he kept his hands up high, 1, 2, 3. See, that's when it's beneficial sometimes for you to have your hands up, because you can just catch them. When you're really good at what you do, then you can have different defenses, and you can incorporate different defenses. It's not one specific way of protecting yourself. You see them both coming back out with a jab. You see Holyfield get caught because he's out of range, because you have to realize Riddick Bowe has the longer range, so Holyfield has to feint, get in. You know, he has to understand when he's out of range and when he's not, because if he's out of range, he can get touched by Riddick Bowe. If Riddick Bowe sees he throws a jab and understands that he's not his range, then Riddick Bowe can come right back, boom, and pop him with his jab. Good little, it was a missed punch, but it still was a good block. It was a good attempt at a block. And you see Riddick Bowe always moves on his feet. He moves real light and nimble for a big guy, which is good because you always want to be able to move. Elbow. Alright. You see a good double jab. You see when he double jab, he dropped his head low. Last time he didn't drop his head low and he got caught, but this time he dropped his head and he didn't get caught. You see the importance in the head movement. Good jab to the body by Riddick Bowe. See, both of them got their hands up. You see Holyfield setting it up. Holyfield set that up with that first touch jab. See, that's a setup jab. Then you come with the 1, 2, 3 and spin off, because you know that you don't want to get hit. And Riddick Bowe did good by shooting that uppercut, just because you know it was more than 1 or 2 punches coming. See, it was good on both ends. You see that as he spins, he avoids damage, but Riddick Bowe still gets his shot off, so he knows. Now you see him come back with another jab. That was a really good sequence. You guys should replay that one. On the inside, he really works good on the inside. You see how he spins around? That's a really good move, especially for a big guy to do, spin around, and he's still working his hands free. Riddick is actually working really good on the inside. There you go. You see them both working. That's how you work on the inside. You constantly take steps and you work. All right, they both stand back up. That was a good left hook by Holyfield, because you left hook and you come into your opponent, and that was good by Riddick Bowe by spinning him around and still working, get your hands free and get shots off as long as you got one hand free. See, that was good moving. And see, now when you're getting towards the end of the round, you see how quick Holyfield moved? You just start throwing shots, but that was a good uppercut by Riddick Bowe. It really hurt Holyfield. But right now, they're just throwing shots, but you got to protect yourself. If you notice, they're being smart. They're throwing a lot of shots and they're being really aggressive, but they're still protecting themselves. There we go. You see that? Good shots. Sometimes you just got to be a little animal in there. It is fighting. But as long as you've been doing this, or as long as you had the right trainer or the proper training, you won't get too damaged. Quick question. You know who killed Kid Perry? Yeah. He killed him, I think, in a second. I think it was a second fight. I don't believe it was the first fight, it was the second fight. Anyways, I missed the last part of the breakdown. Anyways, guys, that was the end of the video. If you like it, let me know. I'll post more. If you want to see another fight, another rounds, anything else, if you want me to redo this round and just talk about things that I missed, I can do that again. If you don't like it, I'm still gonna make more videos. So I'll talk to you guys later. Rough House Media out.